Hi, welcome to This Week in Baltimore Eating with Richard Gorelick. Join us here every Thursday at 12:30 to talk about everything food related in Baltimore. I'm Amanda. That is Richard. How about... Hi,
everybody. Hi.
how about we talk about the government shutdown for a second?
The government shutdown.
Yes.
Which impacts...
everyone, 800,000? Yeah?
Yeah.
And especially Maryland, because we're
directly and indirectly, and people that we know. No one in Baltimore, no one in our listening audience is more than one person removed from someone who...
Exactly. That is very true. Yeah. We all have a somebody. And if it was me, I would not make it at all. So, we're not going to even get into the political part about it. No. We're going to talk about the food side because there are some really great businesses that are helping.
Yeah, not tons, but lots in D.C., but some in Baltimore, too. You saw that, Pinch Dumplings in Mount Vernon Marketplace is offering 50% off dumpling specials for all government, doesn't mean federal government employees until the end of the shutdown.
Yep, and I love Pinch Dumplings. Love them. They are so delish. And then what else? I saw edgy.
Did you know that? As an edgy. Like
yeah,
something
I get it.
Cool.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's edgy ramen. Oh, I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know until you just told me.
Yeah.
But edgy ramen in Belvedere Square is offering a free specialty rice bowl to government employees.
The big news out of D.C. was, a possible Nobel Peace Prize nominee.
He is amazing.
We're talking about Chef Jose Andres.
Yes. Yeah. And he started being amazing with the whole immigration issue.
And Puerto Rico, going there, right?
Yes.
So he's in a class he's in a class by himself. I mean, it's lovely what these other restaurants are doing, but he does something super special, food that saves lives and makes lives better. He really believes it. We're talking about Jose Andres. If you've never been to his restaurants, I've never been.
Jaleo is my favorite of his.
I've never been.
And LAML. Oh, is that it? LAML, I think. I love them. They do the tableside guacamole, and they have really good aqua frescas. Yeah. But tell him what he's doing, because he's incredible.
Oh, you say.
Oh, okay. So he's opening the hashtag Chefs for Feds Cafe, and it's a kitchen on Pennsylvania Avenue, and it's going to serve food for those affected. The plan is to serve a rotating menu of hot meals, sandwiches, and salads. He's so awesome. If you guys are watching and you know of any other Baltimore area deals or DC area deals, or you have one for yourself, please tell us, because we're trying to find them all, and it's important that people know what they can go out and do while they want to get out of the house. Right now, they have nothing to do. So,
yes,
they would like to get out of the house but still be able to afford it.
I want to know about it. Because I don't have to make a photo gallery.
I'm going to make you, actually.
Gallery.
That's a great idea, Richard. Can we please have a photo gallery? So, let's move on, but was there anything that you wanted to add about last week's hole in the wall conversation?
That seemed to be a conversation that people really enjoyed, both online and off. People wanted to talk to me about it throughout the week at various places.
Everyone has an opinion about what is the hole in the wall.
I read back over the notes, and these are some things that I thought were worth mentioning again. A few people mentioned Tyreesh on Charles Street.
That's a great thought.
That was a great hole-in-the-wall restaurant.
Because it's just a tiny little space, no decoration, and really good food.
It's another Thai place, but it's not so much I would call it a hole-in-the-wall. It's pretty nice. It's lovely in there now. Then our friend Allison Robicelli and a few other people mentioned Number One Chinese in the Westside Shopping Center on Pratt Street, a true Westside institution. Or maybe we wouldn't call it the Westside. No.
See, I'm wondering if it's really a hole in the wall or if it's like a Chinese counter. I don't know, because I don't know it. You guys can tell us.
Carry it only.
Yeah,
carry it only.
We didn't count that. We made that a separate topic. Category.
And my buddy Marnie I used to know her, work with her at Center Stage, a couple times has told me about Lindsay's Hispanic store and restaurant in Catonsville. They don't seem to have any Facebook presence, but they have a website, I think, Lindsay, Linsy, '*S, and many mentions for Fiesta Mexicana and Roselle.
Okay. I don't know either of those. But I'm all about it. I agree. Like, let's keep letting them
keep
be holes in the walls.
Let's keep looking for the next new hole in a wall.
And I sort of feel like you wouldn't have a Facebook page or presence if you were a hole in the
Makes it
wall.
better.
Why
That
would
makes
you?
it more-
Why would you even need
makes it
social
more
media?
believable. Makes
You
it
have
more
to be
believable.
found,
Yeah.
like organically found.
And I thought of something that you should say when you're standing in front of a hole in a wall for the first time. If someone's taken you there or you've just heard about it, it should evoke this response. It should evoke, "Are you sure this is the right place?" I mean, there should be some kind of like, oh, I don't know, uneasiness about a hole in the wall.
You're right. Do you think Mardix really was? You
Nah.
don't. I mean,
Nah.
people were scared to go in there.
Yeah, I
And
think
you-
it's in
and-
its own category. Mardix was always a
It's just
category
more like a
buster.
speakeasy, you think?
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds right.
If you just got here, you're watching This Week in Baltimore Eating with Richard Gorelick. Like, share, comment, and follow us at #JMoreEating. P.S. It is about to be Baltimore County Restaurant Week. I know we talked last week or the last 2 weeks about Baltimore Restaurant Week. Baltimore County Restaurant Week runs January 18th through February 2nd, a $15 to $35 price range. And participants include Bluestone, which we talked about for other
Yay.
restaurants. Yay! Conrad's, Costas, Friendly Farm, Cooper's, La Food Marquetta, Linwood's, McFall's Iron Horse, which is actually one of my favorite
Yeah,
my
you love
locals. I
McFall's.
love it there. Mother's, Pappas, Manor Tavern, Milton Inn, Peppermill, which we both just have a little soft spot for.
Oh, I got to remember to get Shadrow this year.
See? Well, because the sign goes up, and then you're like, oh, it's Shadrow time, gotta go.
Someone will have to tell me because I never.
I'll tell you because I
there.
drive by it all the time.
All right, we're going to make a big deal out of the Shadrow at
Peppermill.
Peppermill this year.
I love it there. Okay, where'd you eat? You went
I went
somewhere.
to Indigma, which is about a block and a half from where I live. Indigma, remember, used to be on Charles and Madison, and originally was across the street from itself on the other side of Charles and Madison in
Can
the
you be
Park
across the
Plaza
street from
building,
yourself?
but it burned back in the early 2000s.
And it finally just reopened? No, it
Late
wasn't that long.
2000s.
Was it that long ago?
When it burned, I was already at the Sun.
Oh, I do remember when
About
you're right.
2011
You're
or
right.
so,
No, I
2011.
do remember that.
And then it was for a few years across the street, and then it closed down because of some smaller fire in that building. And it's reopened in Mount Vernon on Cathedral Street, in where Tavern on the Hill recently was. Before that, it was Howard's Deli.
Oh, yeah.
I went last night, sat at the
Baltimore
bar.
history.
I didn't have much. I had an entree. I had the tandoori chicken.
Ooh.
The classic tandoori
Yummy.
chicken, but man, there it's so beautifully presented and cut up. It's cut up in two. It's a half a chicken, but it's cut up kind of in two pieces, and it's glowing orange.
Nice.
It's so tasty, and very good succulent chicken. And the place is beautiful. It's like the one on Madison Street, that kind of eggplant colored walls and persimmon colored walls.
Okay.
Like the color of your microphone almost.
That's
And
fluorescent orange.
and they've done in the publicity a really nice job of,
If
it's
you
not
say
that bright,
so.
of remembering the man who originally designed the original
Oh.
Indigma, the late Ted Pearson.
Oh.
So they're beautiful colors, and they kept these colors as sort of a tribute to him. It deserves a following. Indigma.
yeah?
It deserves people to
Okay.
go there. I would think of it as a place, a couple's date.
So it's like a nicer kind of setting than Akbar.
Akbar's so cozy and nice,
Right.
but yes, much
Okay.
posher.
My go-to is Akbar.
Much posher, but not that much more expensive than Akbar.
So if I want to like step it up a bit, I should go to Indigma.
It's a good second date place, or good for a parents' night out away from the kids. Although there was a young couple in there with their kid last night. Not too many people last night. They need some.
Well, how was the
support.
bar? I mean, it's just a nice.
Bar is for.
Do they have any kind of good drinks, or it's pretty much standard?
Didn't
I know
really,
you don't
yeah,
know.
I wasn't looking at the drinks
All
this
right.
time.
Well,
get you next
good.
time.
I mean,
But
that sounds good.
Indigma,
I'll
I'm
give
gonna
it
get
another
there.
shot.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have their card, but you can find it.
Yeah, everyone knows where Indigma is. Okay, so one of your favorite spots in the universe has just got a pretty big honor.
Eki Ben.
You love this
Eki
place.
Ben made Yelp's 2019 list of the 100 best places to eat in the United States.
Yes,
Number coming in at 89, and what came in at number 97?
Waffy.
I haven't been to Waffy.
I have never been to Waffy. It's only been open a year, so it's amazing that it got on the list that fast.
Yeah,
as
Yelp's
desserts.
metrics, how they figure out this stuff.
The
100,
algorithm's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of about how everything gets rated and which gets the most ratings. But like, you got to take all those kind of internet ratings with a very large grain of salt.
And they were always coy. If you called them up and asked them to explain it, they'd say, "That's all we're telling you." But it's still nice for Eki Ben and Waffy, and we're proud of them, right?
Yeah, we're proud of them. Go, guys. I need to get over to Waffy and try a big mushy dessert. Do you want to tell us about what's going on Big?
Oh, I host a show or do the interview for a show every Friday night at 8 o'clock at the Baltimore Improv Group at the Big Theater, the former home of the Everyman Theater. Friday night at 8, it's the big time show in which I interview a person of some small renown in Baltimore. We never get hugely famous people because they'd overwhelm the show, but we get people with followings and lots of friends and some influence.
It's so weird that I haven't been invited yet.
You'll be there. And our guest this Friday is John Hauser, one
Yay!
of our favorite listeners
We
and
love
a loyal
Hauser.
supporter of ours and a friend of ours. And
of
John
the
is
Rude Cooking School podcast.
And we'll flog that when we're there tomorrow night. And John's, written for international and national food outlets. So
Yes.
we're really proud of him, and I'm really going to be looking forward to interviewing him. So I interview him for about 10 minutes, and we just go goofy or wherever, and then the improvisers do their improv based on the silly things that they heard in the interview.
I think that's going to be a great show because
It's
he's
gonna be
pretty
fun.
funny. And he's been on our show,
Yeah.
twice, I believe, once with you and once with me. All right. Is there anything else you need to talk about before
No.
I wrap this up? All right. So make sure you tell us about any more government shutdown deals because we want everyone to know what's out there and what's available to them.
I'm going to bring up a topic.
Oh, go ahead.
Because I've been January eating in a certain way.
Yes, you have.
Been
You have a special plan.
And it's basically paleo, and it's a challenge to eat out.
Yeah, totally.
Some restaurants like Chipotle online has a paleo bowl. So you just press paleo bowl, and they make it for you.
Wow.
In person.
What's it served in?
Greens.
Like a lettuce.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And lots of guacamole.
Are we're
and
still not eating
the
romaine, right?
carnitas.
By the way.
I haven't seen it around.
And also, because of the government shutdown, I think there's other things we're not supposed to eat, but I don't have the list yet because they're not being inspected.
But I'd like to hear from people, or we might have some advice for people who are eating either like keto stuff, or keto is harder,
And
but
where they're going
a
for
Whole
it.
30 and paleo, and how they're coping with that in restaurants, and
Okay.
what restaurants they've seen that are helping out.
Yeah, good. So tell us about that there, at the comments field, somewhere.
Yep, and we will too.
You've been watching This Week in Baltimore Eating with Richard Geralek. For more food fun, sign up for This Week in Baltimore Eating newsletter at jmoreliving.com/newsletter. See you next week.
Bye, everybody. Bye.